Welcome to this video where I'm going to demonstrate how to conduct Go Tell It on the Mountain, a new Christmas song that's been included in the Hymns of Harmon Church collection. Although it's new in our hymn book, it's probably one that you have heard many times before. It's a well-known, it's an African-American spiritual, and if you go and click on the link at the bottom of the hymn about this hymn, you'll see it says there that because it was passed down orally, for a long time, I don't know how long, but it was passed on orally. There are many different versions of the verses. And so we have 3 verses here, but there'll be other verses that you may have heard as well and that other people will be singing. In terms of the way it's laid out on the page, it's an interesting one because it starts actually with the chorus. It says refrain at the top, so that's the chorus. So the first 2 lines of the chorus, then we sing the verse, then we go back to the chorus, and then we sing the verse, and then back to the chorus, and then the verse, and then after the 3rd verse, you sing the chorus one last time, and then you finish. So we actually finish the hymn in the middle of the page at the end of the 2nd line. As you see, it's actually got a thick double bar at the end of the 2nd line, and only a thin double bar at the end of the page, the end of the 4th line. In terms of the conducting, it's in 4/4 time without an upbeat. So your preparatory takes the top and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you start the verse. When you go over into the chorus, it actually does have an upbeat, but if you just carry on conducting throughout, you don't really need to end each verse. You can just carry on, do the 1, 2, 3, and then you do the upbeat, while shepherds. You just carry right on throughout it. You don't need to stop. The only time that we do actually pause is at the end of the verse, so that's right at the end of the page. There is a pause at the end of the verse part of it. So you'll do your pause, go out on the 3rd beat, pause, and then a quick upbeat to get you to the top to start the chorus, the refrain, at the top, because it's on beat 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, you're going to want to practice it a few times, but it's definitely a fun one to be practicing. I don't think you'll mind practicing it a few times. It doesn't really affect the conducting, but also just to take note, this is in syncopated rhythm. So at the top it says it's 108 to 120 beats a minute for a single note, a crotchet or a quarter note. So that's a solid dot with a line going up. But then it also shows you 2 little quavers or half beats, and it says that that's in triplets with a duh, 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 duh. It's a syncopated rhythm that we're singing it with. So in the chorus, you see that coming out. In the verse, it's all just single beats, so it doesn't come out very strongly, or doesn't come out strongly at all there. It doesn't come out at all, but in the chorus, you feel that syncopated rhythm as you're singing it. So it just brings a different feel. It's very typical of the African-American spirituals and jazz and rock, and we see that syncopated rhythm in a lot of places. So it's quite fun that we get to have it in some of our hymns as well now. So one that I hope you enjoy, definitely going to bring a fun and joyful spirit into our Christmas meetings. But the ultimate message is, of course, God sent us salvation at Christmas time through the birth of his son, Jesus Christ. And so that is why we have Christmas. That is what we're celebrating. So wonderful that we can celebrate in different ways and feeling that joy that we have because of Jesus Christ.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. While shepherds kept their watching, or silent flocks